Hello there. I'm sure you have heard this term triggered in the past. And most likely, just like myself, you probably felt it many times in your life. It implies having a strong reaction to some behaviors, words, or situations, especially when it comes to our family, our children, our parents, our spouse. The triggers can be different for everyone. Some parents get triggered when their child has a tantrum, others when their child is whiny or clingy, others when their child makes a mess, and so on. So, why do we get triggered? Some people might think that this is just a random reaction to some situations that bother us, that we just don't like. Well, in reality, most likely that behavior is activating a part of you that's wounded. And maybe you as a child were not allowed to have that behavior. Or maybe when you behaved a certain way, you were punished, humiliated, or shamed for it. And you associated that action with danger, pain, and suffering. And then, in order to survive as a child, you suppress those feelings. And what happens when we suppress feelings, when we ignore them or try to hide them, they don't just disappear. They regroup and they come out even stronger whenever they have a chance. So you can choose to ignore your feelings or just think that you can brush them off. And this way, allowing them to control you and have a big impact in your life. Or you can make a decision to confront them and understand their message, which obviously requires more effort. But by doing this, believe it or not, you're diminishing their power in your life. And you're able to have control over your actions. And I want you now to remember a situation when you felt triggered. You could feel that tension and anger building in your body. And in that moment, you understood that you were about to yell, but you really didn't want to do it. And you're trying to recall all of those tricks and tools that you've read or heard somewhere to calm yourself, to regulate yourself, but you just don't have access to that information at that moment. It's not there. And it feels like you must do something right now. And you're losing control and you lash out. And this is because our emotions are much, much stronger than our logical thinking mind. You immediately regret it, but it's already done. And on top of that anger comes frustration and guilt. Then it happens again and again. And your confidence as a parent just diminishes every time. Your body needs to learn that those situations are not dangerous. They're not threats for you. And only after you have changed that information on a subconscious level, because that's where all of that information is stored, only then you can learn new ways to react and actually be able to implement them. So I'll just leave you with this. There's nothing wrong with you. Help is available, and you too can have a healthy, respectful relationship with your child that you both can enjoy. Until next time, take care.